just did an awful job.
What?
Transforming.
I haven't finished.
I know you just. That's just terrible.
we got a show, dude. I'll get to it after you start talking about news and I'm bored.
What show?
Huh?
The camera.
Hey!
Oh my God!
To all new episode of SCNS Live. We are here, and I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this.
If that's not Super Cena, I don't know what is.
So it was a big. It's been a big week for trailers. So we're going to talk about some of that. A new Ghost in the Shell is out. Another anime to film adaptation. Let's see how this...
It's not working out so well.
Let's see how this works out, because we're going to talk about the worst ones that we've seen. Get ready. If you've got yours in the chat, please share them. Anyway, let's get on with the... are we missing somebody?
I don't
know. Why am I doing intros?
I don't know. There's someone else.
The show's a mess.
But someone's been gone for so long, I forgot who they were.
I don't know his name. Anyway, I'm Jason the X. Over here to my left is the Jackass BC.
Hey!
Do not give your Twitter handle out now.
Guess where I'm going? I'm going to WrestleMania. And if you want to follow that, follow me on Twitter at RealJackassBC. RealJackassBC. This is Jason the Xavier.
What?
Oh!
That was bad. No,
you can't see it on the camera. He actually has the wheelchair underneath
to my right,
the table.
I was thinking more Xavier Woods.
Shut up, I'm doing intros.
Where's Paige?
Guys, it's Cora right over here.
Hi, guys.
And if anybody's got some bad animated film adaptations that they hate, you'd be the one.
Oh, dear God. So many.
And guesting on the show from the Dweeb Factory, we just got another one in this week. Ladies and gentlemen, LA is back.
I'm still here.
It's been a while.
It's been a while since I've been on camera in general, so it's good.
Been a while.
It's good to be back.
Dude, real talk. Like, LA has the most dope shirts ever.
I couldn't wear them here originally because it got grayed out or whatever the green screen did. But now I can. Now I can wear all my dope shirts.
Bombay jersey, but that's Space Jam. That's dope, dog.
Thank you. I appreciate
Eventually,
it.
during the show, you will see it disappear, and it will be on my body instead.
You're talking about LA?
That's conjecture.
Phrasing. Anyway.
Wrong. No. Wrong.
Wrong. It's going to be a great show. Behind the scenes, though, we've got the Professor Chris K working the board back there. Rob Bain is in. I said Rob Bain. I said his real name. Whatever. Robin Tropey. I know he'll if I say it 3 times he'll turn, but he'll be behind me and kill me.
It's like Candyman.
And also behind the scenes we got intern Ricardo finally back joining us. He's been shirking his duties. We will beat him later on. But anyway, you know when we do this, it's time for some super cool nerd news.
Super cool nerd news, or as Devin calls it, the part of the show where BC mispronounces everything, is powered by Cinelinx. Cinelinx.com, your one stop for your news, reviews, editorials, and more. Keep it on Cinelinx. We got a new teaser for Destiny 2 earlier today, we got a new poster for it earlier this week, and we got a new teaser, a trailer today. I didn't get to watch it because I was pretty much blind for the majority of the day because I had to go get my eyes checked, but I'm pretty sure everyone else on this panel saw it, and they loved it. Destiny 2 is rumored to arrive this fall, potentially September 8th, 2017. Now, Fredo betrayed Michael Corleone. Michael Finley left the Mavs and went to the Spurs. And we all remember Sneaky Pete's villainous turn that almost cost Woody his life. But if you ask Jason, the biggest Benedict Arnold is the newest turn. Joss Whedon, writer and director of The Avengers and The Avengers Age of Ultron, is in talks to write, produce, and direct Batgirl for the DCU. But if you ask me, dropping that leg drop on the Macho Man Randy Savage is what made Hulk Hogan Hollywood Hogan and the icon he was born to be. Perhaps Joss just wants an Oscar. And according to Amy Pascal, she also wants an Oscar, so she's going to pull Spidey from the MCU and send him to DC too. Speaking with the press at CinemaCon, Pascal announced that maybe Spidey is done with the MCU after Homecoming 2. Maybe. Maybe he's not. Could there be a deal? Who knows? As of now, the deal goes through Infinity War and the Homecoming sequel with one more film on Tom Holland's contract to play the Webhead. But that wasn't all the Spider-Man news we got. That was just a small piece of it. We also got more news on the Venom spinoff. The film is aiming for an October 2018 release and will be, that's right, you guessed it, rated R. The rated R Venom will kick off a Sonyverse that will not be connected to Homecoming or the MCU. Next up, we got 3 brand new posters, my favorite of which is right here you're looking at. These posters seem to give Parker the attitude that we've always wanted to see from the iconic hero. But wait, there's more. A brand new Spider-Man trailer has hit. It's hip, it's now, it's how and wow. There's so much to see.
We're in the 1940s?
Guys, bad guys, Spidey, Iron Man, and I didn't watch it. They already have my money, and I don't want to get Amazing Spider-Man 2'd, but I'm pretty sure these guys will tell you everything about it. Spider-Man Homecoming hits theaters on July 7th. Speaking of trailers, Stephen King's novel It is coming to theaters on September 8th, 2017. And we got a new trailer.
Yes.
And it's a whole lot of fuck no. We're going to move right past that because we got a whole lot of other trailers, including Justice League, Valerian, and most importantly, Apes on Horses! Apes! But you need to grab your wingmen and let's head to Vegas because according to Variety, Joseph Gordon-Levitt is eyeing a return to the director's chair by taking on a movie musical with Channing Tatum starring alongside. Sources Variety say that Gordon-Levitt is in early negotiation to direct and star with Tatum in Universal's R-rated musical comedy entitled Wingman about 2 pilots out in Sin City. That's the greatest news I've ever heard. We got a new sex tape out starring Wreck-It Ralph, and he's broken the internet. Wait, no, that's just a sequel to his first movie, Wreck-It Ralph 2. Ralph Breaks the Internet. The studio has also provided some new details about the movie, in addition to John C. Reilly returning as Ralph and Sarah Silverman returning as well. The movie will also see Jane Litch and Jack McBrayer reprising their roles as Sergeant Callahan and Fix-It Felix, respectively. What did legitimately break the internet was we got our first look at Lara Croft. Filming is underway on the Tomb Raider reboot, and the first images have popped up online. Alicia Vikander stars in the upcoming film, directed by I'm not even going to try to say that name. He directed The Wave. The new film will break away from the Angelina Jolie pictures by being more in line with the 2013 reboot and video game, also entitled Tomb Raider, and his 2015 sequel, Rise of the Tomb Raider. Rather than the clean tank top and perfectly styled hair, this new movie is meant to evoke a gritty life or death stakes that was evoked in the video game. And our final piece of news, it's WrestleMania weekend! Kurt Angle's going in the Hall of Fame. Super Cena's gonna AA somebody. And Goldberg's defending the championship. Naomi better not beat my girl Alexa. That's your Super Cool Nerd News powered by Cinelinks.com.
Nice. Very good.
I worked really hard on that Joss Whedon thing.
That was good. That was very good. That was very good. That was very.
And I worked so hard for it. For this look right here, guys. This makes my life.
I'm going to kill you off camera.
Bring it in.
Anyway, so, awesome week for trailers. I hate you so much right now. So, okay. Big thing was probably, for me, yesterday and today, the Destiny teaser and then the actual trailer, which shows Cade being as funny, played by Nathan Fillion, who is great. Being Cade in the trailers, I loved it. I loved that it focused on him. I love how the cutscenes actually look a little bit more animated on Cade's face. Like you can actually like eyes moving. So that was really exciting for me because I want Destiny to be good again. I want it to be excited. I want to get back into it, and I want to play it on PS4. So yeah, that was the big one for me. But we got enough trailers this week, so I don't know. Everybody's really excited.
Dude, I tell you what. All right, going into this, and I joke all the time and talk about how Suicide Squad, Academy Award winning, all those jokes and all that aside, the movies have not been that good. All right, and so after
he
BVS,
knows he has to sit next to me the rest of the show.
and BVS the trailers looked really good up until that the showing of Doomsday.
Until the movie.
And so going into this, going into Justice League, I was like, accurate. Whatever. I'm not too hyped about it. Trailer won me over, dude. That shit looked fun.
Yeah, so did Batman v Superman.
I know.
So did Suicide Squad.
I know. Well, again, I'm in the camp that actually liked Suicide Squad. I admit it was not good, but I have fun watching it. BVS is just bad.
Yeah.
And watching this, and I know they're gonna do it to me again, but I can't help it. When everything about Aquaman in this thing,
I will give you that.
Incredible.
I will give you that. Aquaman does look really good.
Dressed like a bat. I dig it.
Yeah. I feel like Aquaman is gonna take the comedic route, whereas you would think Flash would probably be that. And they're making this weird. I don't know if they're trying to start something with the Flash and the Batman because he seems to be like a super Batman fan.
And the fact that they made that joke where Barry Allen's like, "What's your superpower?"
I'm rich. Yeah, that was fun. There were parts in the trailer that I liked. Overall, though, it looked like Watchmen.
I can see that. One thing that worries me.
Batman looks like the Owl.
Give me the gut gun.
One thing that really worries me about it is we see the scene of Barry Allen and his father in jail, and I'm just like,
the cop in CW.
I have already seen this, and they already had me emotionally involved. I don't know if this movie can make me care that much about it.
I don't know why it's even in there, right?
Yeah.
Like why in a
Justice
League movie do we need a flashback background story?
Yeah.
He's got his own movie coming. Save that shit for then. Like why?
We know the Flash's backstory. I don't know why, but
we know, right? There's probably audiences that don't watch the Flash.
My mom doesn't.
And I'm the biggest guy that goes like, I don't really, care about DC. The trailer looks good, but they've lied to me before.
They have. Supposedly Wonder Woman is going to be the thing that's going to get everything back on course.
See, but I've heard.
People have said the Wonder Woman movie isn't bad.
The original reactions I heard were not good, but that was before they had gone back to reshoots and stuff like that. So, and now I hear good things from it. I don't know. It's going to be very telling when we finally get to see it.
For Wonder Woman, just because Wonder Woman is my favorite out of the Trinity. So
yeah.
Because she's the one that will fucking kill you.
And yeah,
that's true.
Okay, now you all watched Spider-Man.
I did.
Yes, because DC comes out with their trailer, and then Marvel once again comes out and goes,
So spank that ass.
Hey, nice Justice League trailer. There's Spider-Man.
They did.
Drax.
Look at it.
They did that. I'm a little disappointed that I watched it because I know the sentiments online are a lot of this, but there was a good bit more in the trailer than I would have liked. And I'm not saying we're on the Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2 type deal where they showed like the entire movie. But I do feel like there was like certain plot points they put in that didn't need to be there. Certain like bad guy motivations that didn't need to be put in the trailer.
Okay, say what you will about that, but holy crap, Michael Keaton looks great.
He looks good.
And he's going to make the Vulture terrifying. The Vulture, who used to be a balding guy with white fur fringe around a skin-tight green suit. And he lit a big old nose and a comic-looking head. He's going to make the Vulture terrifying. When he says that line about, I'll kill you and everybody you love, you believe that shit.
I do.
That's right up there with Liam Neeson saying he'll find you and kill you.
Right.
and the main reason I didn't really watch it is Spider-Man's always been like, that's my hero. That's the one. That's my favorite of all time.
Same. Yeah.
All right? So going into it, you already have my money. I'm going to see this regardless. And I just want the experience of going into the theater and seeing the majority of the imagery and everything for the first time in that theater, in that digital, in that Dolby surround sound, all that stuff. So I'm just like, I don't need to see this trailer. This trailer's not for me. It's the same thing with Rogue One. After I found out Vader was in that second trailer, I didn't watch it because I didn't need to see Vader. I wanted to see him on the big screen. And it made that scene so much more impactful. And so going into
wait a minute, you
Spider-Man
skipped every Rogue One trailer?
All except for that first one where you see the back of his helmet.
The trailer would have been fine with everything if I had not learned that he loses the suit. Yeah. And which looks like as he loses it pretty early on, like or maybe the middle of the movie looks like he's going to lose the suit. And that part, I could have been like, I wish I didn't know that part. Like, I knew in the trailer that there's certain, like the first trailer they showed him like with his old suit on. Yeah. So I didn't know if that was gonna be like a flashback before he got his new suit.
We're getting a figure of that too, by the way, Marvel Legend.
Really?
Yeah, I seen both.
The street clothes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm kind of disappointed in that. So it was like, so he's gonna go through maybe the third act without his new suit, and I was like, I could have dealt with not knowing that piece of information, but. It's whatever. It was a fucking awesome trailer. Don't get me wrong. It was fucking amazing. But I could have went without. I know that. Man, hey, for the record, fuck Kurt Angle. All right. Fuck him.
He's an Olympic gold medalist.
I don't give a damn.
He won the gold medal.
Can somebody play Stone Cold Steve Austin's intro music right now?
A broken freaking neck.
Anyway,
nobody cares.
Moving on.
Gold medal.
I'm gonna make an admittance here. Josh Whedon doing Batgirl has me interested.
That's it. I'm all for it.
All jokes aside,
I'm all for it.
I know.
Yeah.
Like
I'm all for that.
When I saw that, I went, "You traitor! I love you. I hate you. I love you." But please be good, because I've always been a big fan of Batgirl. And honestly, has she ever seen anything big screen since Ivana Craig? You know.
Well. What's weird is I'm not for Gotham City Sirens. Like I
don't want.
I can care less as that as like a movie property.
Well, aside,
but
Jessica Chastain said she's interested in Gotham City Sirens and playing Poison Ivy.
Weren't we supposed to get a cut scene from? It was a cut scene from BVS where we actually saw Barbara Gordon, right? It got me to the cut room.
No. What that was what's her name from the Hunger Games?
Oh, I know what you're talking about, because a lot of people thought she was going to be
Barbara Gordon.
No, some people thought she was going to be Robin.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name, though. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but
thank you.
She was cut from the film, and it's back in the Ultimate Edition, and she's just some kind of reporter or something.
Right, yeah.
Oh, somebody said such language, L.A. Mr. Jose Manuel Bedolla.
Hey, what's up, my boy? I'm sorry, I'll cut it down for you, sir.
I am, but again, yes, I am really excited to see Joss Whedon write, direct, and produce Batgirl. That's pretty cool. And it seems to be that DC put out that whole slate of what their movies are going to be. And then they kind of go, we messed up. Let's right this ship. And from what I can see, bringing on possibly Mel Gibson to direct Suicide Squad.
So
bringing in Matt
we get
Reeves,
racist as well as color.
Bringing in Matt Reeves to possibly direct Man of Steel 2. And then who's someone else for the Batman? They already talked about.
It was Ben Affleck, and then he said
no.
Nah.
But they talked to somebody else, and they brought him in. Now I can't think of the name.
Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about.
But it seems like they've got okay.
I think it was the John Wick director, wasn't it?
No, but now we got Plan B. Now it looks like they found Plan B, and this seems to be part of Plan B. And I seem to like a little bit about Plan B.
I'm still
Josh Whedon doing Batgirl. I'm in.
I'm not for anything with the DCEU until they bring me a good movie.
I agree.
You've had two movies so far. You've lost all my faith.
He spelled Lara Croft.
Good job. Good job. You're a dumb American. How do you feel?
I
Just like your hero, Kurt Angle, and I brought it back 360. Woo! On the fly.
No,
I copy and pasted from his article. Good job. Yes, I did.
Bullshit.
Fake news.
I gotta go in there and fix
Fake
that. Anyway, okay. So round the table real quickly. It trailer.
Fuck no.
Yes, I'm all for it. It was one of my favorite scary movies as a kid. Like, it messed me up. And when I saw the new trailer, and what I like about it is that it looks like, I can't say it's shot for shot, right? But for the most part, it's very reminiscent of the old. Like,
it doesn't look shot for shot,
bro. They put up.
But I'm saying, like, the beginning of the old movie, it's the same thing with the little brother. Like,
they put up a side by side. Yeah, they put up a side by side, and it's pretty close.
It's real close. Good. So that I commend them.
Okay, what are your experiences with the original property, book or movie?
I've seen movie. I've seen
movie or mini.
I've seen both movies.
Movie because my mom would not let it in our house. Because she read it when she was pregnant with my sister, and that was a very bad idea.
See, I read the book.
Did she think it was like coming out when your sister was being born?
I don't know exactly. That's all she would go into. She would not tell me anymore.
But I saw both, like when they were adults as well. I love that one too.
The mini series.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
That one. See, because I had read Firestarter by Stephen King, which was a pretty tame one of his novels for a kid at that age, and then it was in the house, and my grandmother was like, "Don't you read that book?"
So I never read the book.
Okay. And then I read it. oh. And like I saw the miniseries on ABC, I was like, scary. Not as much as the book.
The second half is not as bad as that.
No, the book is fucked up continually through it. So if you have not read the book,
I picked up the book. I'm gonna read it.
I recommend you go pick it up because it looks like they're doing more towards what the book was, which was terrifying. So yeah,
I'm all for it. I'm down for it. I love the trailer.
I mean, we only got little glimpses of Pennywise in there, but that was enough, man.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I told Chris to use the picture of the poster of it. Have y'all actually looked at that poster?
I haven't looked at it at length because I'm terrified of clowns, and especially that one.
If you zoom in on the balloon, you can see Pennywise's face.
Well, the first
terrifying.
Well, not just the poster, but we saw that first look at Skarsgård in the makeup and everything, where his clothing kind of looked really old and kind of tattered, and his makeup had this slight cracking to it that just really. Damn. And then that coming out of the water on that one part. Nope.
See, I'm
down.
Put a pump down in that basement because it's flooded. I ain't going down there.
I have not watched the trailer because the movie scared me that badly as a kid. I refused to be in the house alone for like a month.
We all float down here.
Hey, that was great. That was like one of the best parts.
Everybody knows my biggest fear is in horror movies is children. Children terrify me. I cannot watch horror movies about kids. I don't think I'm going to be allowed to miss this movie, though. I'm going to have to see it, and it's going to absolutely destroy me.
I will hold your hand if I have to, BC. I cannot watch.
Sorry.
Stop doing that.
Sorry.
Way to go, LA. Welcome to Live.
So last bit, though, we did see Alicia Vikander as Lara Croft. Which is
she looks like the video game.
The newest the redo of the video game, which I really love.
I did too. Both of them were great.
Yeah, because I didn't buy the first one, but they gave it away on Xbox. And I was like, this was
so
good.
Yeah.
Like when the second one came out, I immediately bought it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So you think they should do a better job than the Lara Croft movie series with Alicia Jolie?
Well, yeah.
Those were fun for what they were.
They were, yeah. I mean,
they did okay.
To be fair to Angelina Jolie, she looked like the character that we knew of Lara Croft, right?
Yeah.
Before she got like rebranded as like the strong, feminine type, right? Because originally, let's be honest, Lara Croft was boobs, like pixelated boobs. That's really all she was for a lot of people, right? It was just pixelated boob and shorts. That's all she really was. She could shoot guns. But then they rebranded her to be like a lot more like now, right? Like strong.
Well, the newest game was just badassery, and the deaths in the game. I mean,
oh yeah, that's why a lot of people had an issue with
that brutality in this movie because I think it will give them a lot of credibility. Just her brutally. Well, she's not going to brutally. It doesn't look like they're going to go the exact same route as the game.
I don't think so either.
She's looking for her dad, or maybe she's still kind of like that archaeologist like we saw in the game. She's not quite evolved into the badass dual gun wielding Tomb Raider that we know and love,
right.
But I want to see that progression. I just don't know if they can do it in the.
You know what's weird? Even in the video game, even when I had the opportunity to use a gun, I used more of the bow and arrow than I did the gun. And I wonder if they're going to do that for the movie. I'm more interested in the fact if they're going to do the same thing the video games did, where they introduce like a mythical type thing. Because like in the first game, there was like a lot of strange mythical stuff involved. So I don't know if they'll keep it all like fully grounded with just people. And she has to like stop people, or she's going to stop people and like a mythical beast or whatever type of thing they're going to have involved with it.
I kind of don't want it. I kind of want it to just be
people,
more grounded and whatnot.
I'd be okay. I'd be okay with either way they go, as long as it's good.
As long as it's a good movie, I'll be in on it. But
all right, so we pretty much got everything there.
Yeah, just about.
All right, so none of us. I find this alarming because we normally get these. Nobody's seen Ghost in the Shell. No advance screenings or anything for us.
Cinelink sent.
Yeah, but he went a while ago, right?
Yeah, like we said, like we got the opportunity to see it almost a year ago, wasn't it? He was talking about it.
That was a while ago. One of our Cinelink's contributors, Dustin, he actually has seen it, but I don't recall, and that worries me whenever we have a movie. Now, granted, Power Rangers proved me wrong, so
Power Rangers was legit. I want everybody to know.
Which I owe
Power Rangers was legit.
You were right. You're right. Beauty and the Beast pulled it out and went #1 at the box office.
Did you think it wasn't?
I was hoping.
You know what? And
that's fine. You know what? You're a fan. I get it. But Beauty and the Beast was definitely
before Friday, when I did my box office predictions, I put Power Rangers at #1 too. And then I saw the Friday numbers, and I was like, oh, no, that's not.
No, man. I mean, you have
There's no
millions
way.
of parents with millions of kids that
Yeah.
were going to go see that instead of Power Rangers.
And it's hard for me to not say that Beauty and the Beast won't pull out this weekend, too.
Probably will, yeah. I mean,
Because I honestly don't think a lot of people are going to go see Ghost in the Shell.
no, I mean, reviews are kind of up and down about it. So,
And there's been a track record of things like this in the past, and we were actually going to talk about the absolute worst anime to live action film translations. And in our research, we discovered something we didn't even know existed.
And now we're gonna have a movie night.
We're going to have a movie night.
Please let me tell you.
Please join us. Huh?
Lots of alcohol?
Oh, I'm
that's
gonna
on
need
the
it.
way we're gonna make it.
you're going to have like a movie theater 3000
So-
type of.
So are we ready with our list of worst anime to film translations here? Y'all got your stuff in mind?
I'm trying to think of the ones I
I
know that I've
literally
actually watched.
only know of 2.
Okay. So, and we don't have to say like are they bad, but ones that we were surprised to know existed. Go ahead.
Oh, I've got a nice list.
Oh Jesus.
All right, so the one I was surprised to know existed, and I'm slightly offended. Like, I'm gonna put that little question mark on there.
As
Is
her voice went up?
Fists of the North Star.
No! No, it's bad.
I didn't even realize that there was an adaptation to it, and it was an American adaptation.
Oh, I know one. I know one that's near and dear to my heart, actually.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, we have
From
to
what I
find
understand,
this
it's an
shit.
American adaptation.
We have to find
And
this.
I read a bit of a review on it, and apparently the main actor, I cannot remember his name at this moment, his physical physique, while not the giant bara man that the main character was still pretty good, and his fighting was fantastic. His acting was shit. So I need to see this movie right now. Right now.
Is it my turn? I already know one before
Go
anybody
right
says it. Dragon Ball. Was it Z Evolution?
It was
Is
just Dragon Ball Evolution.
That's
Yeah.
one of the 2 that I know of.
that is the worst pile of garbage. And you know what? It's like I kept watching it as like when you watch like a car wreck. It's like I know I'm not supposed to be looking at this, but
At some point, it's gonna get better, right? It's gonna get better.
And you know what's crazy is I just discovered Shameless not that long ago. So the character that plays Bulma and the character that plays Goku
Oh God.
in Shameless have sex multiple times. So as I'm watching the show, it's just like that's Goku and Bulma doing it on the floor right now.
That's like all my fanfic realized.
It's the weirdest trippy wormhole you can go down. But yeah,
But it had Chow Yun Fat in it.
that's great. That's so great.
That's great.
That's awesome.
That is a
Hope he got paid.
That is a small consolation on a shit sandwich.
Hope he got paid to do that.
Jamie Chung was in there too. We love Jamie Chung.
I do like Jamie Chung. Not in that movie, but I do like Jamie Chung.
The only other one I know of, and I only know it's anime because y'all mentioned it earlier, I didn't realize it was anime, is Speed Racer.
My God.
You didn't know that was anime?
I knew it was a cartoon.
Interesting.
I will.
That was bad. It was
Leo
really.
Hirsch and John Goodman, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Really?
You should have Richie.
I think my brain has scrubbed most of it out of my memory.
I admit
from mental
that
health.
I enjoyed that movie for 5 minutes. And you know what that 5 minutes was? The 5 minutes when he was in the original car in the original outfit, and that was about the extent of it.
Did he do like the thing like when they hop out of the car? It was
he
like,
didn't do the cool pose, but we
No?
had the speed lines.
I don't remember. I just know he drove on like a Hot Wheels style track, which
Yeah.
I remember audibly laughing. Like, what the fuck is this? what is this
It
about?
was a way to sell Hot Wheels.
I expected like F-Zero to just like zoom in at some point in time. It's bad. This is all bad.
I all I know is it was made. I don't really remember much else of it.
It was.
I mean, we all know about
And-
Legend of Korra.
and as far as Dragon Ball Evolution, have you ever seen the cinema sins of Dragon Ball Evolution?
I think I have. It was
Everything
wild.
wrong with it? Oh god.
Yeah, he tore it apart.
That one is good, bro.
Yeah. That was bad.
Well, mine was unfortunately one from my childhood that I was so hyped for. Like from teaser to mini trailer when I went, the trailer, okay, I'm still okay with this. I'm okay with it. Gotcha Man. Or Battle of the Planets if you're a dirty gajin. Anyway, Gotcha Man was so bad. It was like,
It's funny.
think somebody who thinks they're Hideo Kojima thought they could make a movie. Yeah. It's
No.
that bad. Like, at first, the costumes, there's a couple moments where I'm like, yay! But just overall graphics, costume, and it was a Japanese movie too, so I had to watch it. It wasn't dubbed, it was subtitled. And which should give them a pass with me because my Japanese ain't great, but I could fucking tell that they were not good. I so wanted Gotcha Man to be good because the first trailer was of the city, and then you see their ship turn and I went, oh, because you didn't know what it was. You're like, oh, it's Gotcha Man. Just if you feel like how you feel when you watch a DC movie and it's bad, that's how I felt watching Gotcha Man. I'm like,
So
I was
you
so excited.
It to be bad?
I was so excited. I ordered a copy, and then I watched it. I ordered a copy, then found it online, or a good version online because it was a foreign film, couldn't get it. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, and even went back and tried to watch my copy that came to the house, and I was just like, God damn it.
I really find it ironic and kind of funny that the name of the movie is also how it screwed you over. It's like, I got you, man. Only thing with the end was is this at the scrolls gotcha, man. Thought this was gonna be good.
So I think we're gonna have a really bad movie night, probably with some of these, because there are others on this list. Please bring up some of the other ones that are on the list, like Bible Black.
They made
Wait,
that
they
into a
made
movie?
a live action for that shit?
I'm sorry, Black Butler, not Bible
my
Black.
God.
Oh my God! I'm getting my head time.
I was about to say that's just porn.
That's
That's what that is.
Well, they did make a blue girl.
Really?
It's horrible to watch. You don't. No, there's not. It's not sex. It's horrible.
Okay.
No. Rob watched it. He's great. I see Rob Rob is behind the camera like. You shameless motherfucker.
There's one on this list that surprises me because it stars Jackie Chan. And it's
What?
City Hunter.
Oh,
Never
I
heard-
remember City
never
Hunter.
heard
No, I've seen City Hunter. City Hunter is what I would expect from a Jackie Chan movie, so I'm okay with it.
Whoa, what does that mean? Jackie Chan is a national treasure.
I agree. His movies are not great, but I watch them because Jackie's funny and he does his own crazy stunts.
Wait, I've seen a clip from this movie.
Jackie's only a national treasure in America because of Chris Tucker. Can we
I've
just
seen
all
a
agree
clip.
with that?
Haven't been very-
Can we just agree with
not.
that? Oh, yes, he was.
Rumble in the Bronx, bro, is one of the best movies
It had a
Which does
whopping
not take place in the
30,000
Bronx.
at the box office, I'm sure.
I love that it doesn't
Didn't
take
even go
place
to the
in the
box office?
Bronx.
Is it Rumble in the Bronx? Is that when somebody else was still talking for him?
Oh, yeah, that was...
Okay,
yeah.
thank you. So he wasn't a national treasure, okay? Thank you.
He was still a national treasure.
No, not until... Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Until that happened.
Hey, no.
Until that happened.
What did you say it had at the box office?
What, Rumble in the Bronx?
Yeah.
I gave it 30,000. Was that too generous?
32.
Oh, hey! Thank you. Thank you.
On a $7 million budget, though, so that's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. They really ranked in the profits on that one.
In 1995.
Sure, everybody got fired. I guarantee you. Everybody that was involved.
So the other for me, which you were actually surprised as we were talking about, I didn't want to bring this up because they actually did two. Guyver.
Which is one of my favorite movies
MacGyver?
of all time.
Shut up. Guyver the Bio-Boosted Armor was one of my favorite animes, one of my favorite mangas. And then they made a movie, and I was a young kid, so it was even more disappointing. And it had Mark Hamill in it. Mark Hamill, they actually had on the cover, which, tell me this isn't the biggest fucking just robbery on the box.
Language.
They had a picture of the Guyver armor on one side, and the other side was Mark Hamill's face, to which I went, Luke Skywalker is the Guyver? And no, he's just a cop with a really bad mustache. And
Is it?
And
That was the first one? It was Mark
That was
Hamill?
the first one. And what's worse is you remember Guyver has the antenna
Yes.
that will to cheat on that, it would pop up when he transformed and then go back into the helmet. And then he would complete his transformation. And it was not so great.
I think my fondest memory of that movie is when they destroyed him to where there was nothing left but the little headpiece.
Yeah.
And he regenerated from that, and I was like, this movie is amazing.
As a kid, even I was like, it's not great. But then they made a sequel with David Hyder, the voice of Solid Snake.
Yeah, okay.
He actually played Guyver, and it was better because it was Violent Power Rangers.
I think that's the one I saw.
I want to say that they actually redeemed themselves with the sequel, even though the sequel didn't do well. It was one of those cult classics. But I'm watching oh, it's Guyver. Oh, at least the fin's on his head. And then he cuts a guy with the arm blade like in the first 10 minutes.
I think
I'm like,
that's the one I saw.
all right. It's not Mark Hamill with a bad mustache and he's like a cop on the edge. And me thinking Luke Skywalker's the Guyver. So I was like, this is better. So I give Guyver a pass just because somebody went back with a lower budget and still made a better movie.
Yeah, I like
another one to add to the list, unless you have one, BC.
I do. I thought of another one.
Okay.
I think it's an anime. I'm not 100% positive, but I'm pretty sure it is. And it's also a movie that is thought of as probably one of the worst movies ever made. It literally took one of a director who we thought was going to be the next Steven Spielberg and showed us that he was absolute garbage.
It's Airbender.
And that is The Last Airbender.
And see, that one toes a very fine line on if it's anime, because it's anime style, but it was created in America. And
Okay.
Anime, by definition, is created in Japan.
So it's not anime.
It toes it's like in that very small
disagree.
gray area. We've had this argument before, but for
It's
the
anime.
So if a Japanese
have it
person in
again.
America who was born in Japan draws and then animates, does that then become anime? I just blew my own mind.
I thought another bad man. I don't know if anybody ever saw Devilman.
It was terrible.
I love Devilman.
I tried watching it on Netflix not that long ago. It was
What, the live action version?
Oh no, I'm sorry, the animated one.
Oh, you didn't like the animated
I
version?
didn't. Maybe I'm watching the wrong one, but it was terrible.
You could be right. It's kind of an acquired taste, but they made a live action.
They're like androids or something like that.
No,
And they all have like different type of powers. Like one dude can like move really fast.
what the hell are you talking about?
Isn't that was some 009 or some shit like that?
that's Cyborg.
That's
009.
Cyborg 009.
Oh, I apologize.
Which also,
The animated community.
did they make that into live action? Cyborg 009?
No, I don't know.
Okay, sorry.
I don't know about that one.
Find out for you.
Woo, I was getting a little worried there for a second. Okay, so I'm going to pose this question to y'all because I want to know. What are your favorite animes that if you heard they were making live action, y'all would get worried?
Get worried?
Yeah, if you heard, they're gonna make a live action or something, which one would you go? No.
Akira.
Oh God, we already done that one.
Well,
No,
Akira,
it has not been done
Jordan
yet.
Peele said there's a rumor going that Jordan Peele might direct a live action Akira, which I'm totally down
wait,
for.
what?
Yeah.
It depends.
Yeah, Jordan.
It depends.
Yeah, it's just a rumor right now, but it looks like he's one of the guys that could be a director of a live action Akira.
You have to be careful with that one.
Well, he's a fan of the source material, and I feel like he would treat it with a lot of seriousness. So.
That is one that puts a chill down my spine, though. Please don't fuck with Akira.
Well, because last time they said we were going to get a live action Akira, it was going to be set in New York, and it was going to be in New York.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
It wasn't going to be a motorcycle gang. Like they were going to take away everything that was the
That was the
basis.
basis
They're
of
not gonna
Akira,
have
yeah.
motorcycles, and they won't be Asian, and they won't fight Tetsuo.
And it'll be in the middle of
So,
New
not
York
Akira.
City. Exactly.
In the end, it won't even be Akira. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be inspired by Akira.
I'm trying to think what I feel
Tokyo
like.
Ghoul.
Yeah, you
It
could.
has to be
yeah.
rated R. If the dude
Yeah.
Tokyo Ghoul has to be rated R.
I was gonna say maybe Hunter x Hunter, because there's monsters and stuff in there, and I don't feel like that would work well in live action. Especially that dude looks like Cell. Like how to get that in live action.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Then you got to find like the right type of kids to be able to pull off like that type of stuff, and this is not gonna work.
Hey. Once again, technically not anime.
It is an anime.
No, it falls into a different category. Kind of like the Bible Black one that I mentioned earlier. Oh, that is an after-hour show just waiting to happen. Anyway, go ahead. I know. I see the brain cooking here. Like just instantly make you angry.
God.
Oh no! Oh God.
Oh, instantly make me angry or instantly make me worried.
Ranma, no, Rob. God, no. They would fuck that up.
It's only a matter of time. They've got Inuyasha coming out.
Michael
as
Bay
a play.
directs Ranma.
Inuyasha as a play, I'd be okay
Yeah,
with Inuyasha as a play.
Inuyasha. I thought it was going to be a movie, but it's going to be a stage play.
Oh.
Well, they did Naruto. I've seen a couple of images of Naruto as a play,
good.
and it looked really good.
Japan is really good at their anime to stage productions. Like I'm not saying that they're quality. I'm saying they're good. This is coming from someone who watched 90% of the Prince of Tennis musicals that they're still making.
What does
We'll judge you later.
does the upcoming Detective Pikachu count?
What?
No,
What? No,
It's not anime.
no.
Um,
Although
Anime property.
I mean,
It's not a.
it's live action, isn't it? It's.
Oh, I heard it's gonna be split.
I mean,
between
I
live
brought
action
this
and
up because
cartoon.
Ghost in the Shell is like, out there, and Ghost in the Shell is one of my favorite movies. Like I think I told you guys, I wrote about it in Cinelinx.
Mm-hmm.
I rode the bus from the South Side all the way up to what used to be a theater. It used to be Studio Movie Girl in Addison.
AMC.
Back then it was like a
30?
nothing.
AMC
and
30?
It used to be like way back in the day. It
The
was
Grand. AMC The Grand. That's what it was.
Yeah, it was way, and they like had one showing on a Saturday that I had to ride 2 buses to catch, and I thought Ghost in the Shell was great.
Yeah, I like Ghost in the Shell a lot.
And at no point have I been excited about this new Ghost in the Shell. Okay, I'm not.
The
Just
only
not.
thing that has made me interested in seeing it is the last trailer they put out. I was like, okay, that looks kind of cool, and the fact that ScarJo's in it.
I feel it, and this was my movie. This is the one I'm like, I don't feel as though I'm going to be satisfied out of this one, and I don't want to be that hardcore fan that says, "Fuck it, it ain't good." I want to give it a chance. It looks pretty.
Do you feel like
Shut
the
up!
whole,
I'll probably see it this weekend.
Do you feel like if they had hired, let's just say, alternate universe, they actually hired an Asian American actress to play Major? Do you feel like that would have changed the whole scope of the
here's
movie?
The thing,
or-
actually,
I
because obviously Scarlett Johansson didn't make the movie any better, which is why they got
I'm
me
not
being
big on that.
being someone who doesn't know the source material or anything like that. One of the only reasons I want to see this is because of Scarlett Johansson.
Sure,
And
which is
that
why they got her.
They are counting on.
Yeah.
See, I could have dealt with that so much. I hate that they won't even acknowledge.
Well, apparently they do. Like, there's something in the movie that's
They
supposed
actually
to.
call her Kusanagi.
I don't know what they call her. I just know there's something in the movie that they like harp on a lot to
But as
explain
far as
like
I'm
her
concerned,
look.
you could have called her Kusanagi for all I care. She doesn't need to look Asian to play the part, okay? That does not need to happen. She's a freaking android,
Matt
okay?
Damon helped
It doesn't
save the
matter
Great
what-
Wall.
Let's not talk about that. Let's not even talk about.
I'm sorry. He brought it up again.
Can't have proof.
Tom Cruise was the last samurai.
Come on.
All right.
God, why?
Both
Fuck Tom Cruise.
equally terrible.
So this is my movie for like, am I going to be disappointed? Am I going to enjoy it? I'm waiting. I don't think I'm going to, but I'm going to give it a chance anyway. So yeah, there's that. I'm just tentative. I'm cautious. I've been hurt before.
Yeah.
So anyway, the other big news this week is, Video Game Hall of Fame. We've got some new entrants going in, some classics, and they're not all arcade games. I got my list here. Let me see. That's the 2007. So the Oregon Trail, Super Mario Brothers, Pac-Man are some of the games in.
The Oregon Trail. Wow.
Wait,
You've got sepsis and you're gonna die.
Let me get this straight. There's a video game Hall of Fame.
Yes.
And Super Mario Brothers is just now
No,
going into it.
I'm just giving examples of people that are already in it. You can actually go vote.
All right.
You
Yeah,
can go,
yeah,
there-
BC,
we
we're
are
there for a
down.
minute.
They've been doing online polling, and if you haven't seen any of the online votes,
inaugural.
you still can go online right now and vote for the finalists. So I'm going to reveal the list. We have 12 finalists. Inductees will be announced May 4th.
Wait, before you go through
ahead.
the list, how many get in? Just one out of the 12?
I'm not sure how many get in. I think it's like 4 that get
Okay.
in. So
Okay.
I'm trying to find
Can
my
we vote
list.
for
Here we
4?
go. Inductees to the first 2 classes we've got Doom, Grand Theft Auto 3.
Definitely is in there.
I'm sorry. You can vote worldvideogamehallofFame.org. Inductees to the first 2 classes. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I think I may have already got that one. Vamp for me for a second.
Well, you know what? I got something to tell you guys. Did y'all know that April is a puzzling situation? There's a trail of clues with many questions that need to be answered. Will you take the case, LA? Join Loot Crate as they investigate. Investigate is April's theme with some of your favorite mystery solvers with items from Stranger Things, Batman, The X-Files, and Marvel's Jessica Jones. You will especially get your monthly t-shirt and pen, and you can get a discount on Loot Crate right now by going to lootcrate.com/SCNSLive. Put in the promo code SCNSLive at checkout, and you can get some a little 10% off your first box of loot. It's awesome. You want to see the stuff you get? Go check out our unboxing videos. It's so cool.
All right, so I have it now for the 2018 inductions for this. So our first game is EVE Online. Has anybody ever played EVE Online?
Never.
Okay, Chris played. All right, Final Fantasy VII.
Yes.
That's a
That's a gimme. That one's going in. That one is going in. If it doesn't, I'm gonna flip a table. Half-Life.
I never played it.
Really?
I'll be quite honest.
Half-Life deserves to go in, even though they need to make a sequel to this freaking game. Halo.
Yeah.
Hey, I
Should it though?
Halo changed gaming.
Yeah.
Okay, and here's actually my pick. Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
PlayStation.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And surprising on this one, Pokemon.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was surprised they actually weren't in yet, but I guess card.
Well, I mean, are we talking about console gaming?
No, we're talking about
Video game Hall of
the
Fame,
first
right?
Game Boy games for.
So then, yeah.
It's basically more for the whole games as a
So are they?
Their legacy
Is it
throughout.
like a collection thing? So it's not
It's
like.
kind of like more like their legacy.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah. Then.
So Street Fighter 2. To which we had an argument about, does Street Fighter need to go in? No, it needs to be Street Fighter 2 because Street Fighter 2 was the good one. The one people
Two
gave a shit about.
or alpha.
2.
See, Alpha was mine. I liked Alpha.
Alpha-
That's what
Alpha
I said.
was
That's still in there.
Alpha introduced Cammy, right?
I believe so.
That was the one I always played because I used to whoop ass with Cammy, bro.
It's a fighting game.
So the
You're
other
a fighting
choices
game.
are Donkey Kong,
I'm not.
the
no.
original Donkey Kong,
No.
with
Wait,
Jumpman.
the one with the one with Jumpman. That's not in there. That should be in there.
Yeah, this is only like the second year of them doing it.
Okay, that makes a little more sense.
For some reason, Wii Sports. Fuck you.
What?
No.
No, absolutely not.
Well, you know what?
No, BC.
Here's
No.
what I can say. Wii
There's
Sports
no argument.
was a it changed the game for a time being. Everyone wanted to go in there. Everyone was talking about that. You had people that weren't normally buying video game systems buying them to play that.
That's great.
Getting
Grandma
drunk and
bought the
playing it on a
the
regular
Wii
basis.
the Wii Sports.
So,
Oh, I actually
Yeah.
did have the inductees right. I didn't. Oregon Trail is on the list.
Hey.
Wow.
Childhood.
That is
Also,
something that you never forget.
what you used to
Also-
die from on that game all the time?
Everything.
I hated that. That shit made me so mad.
Also, Legend of Zelda.
Oh yeah, it's definitely
Yes.
going in
Never played
by
any of
far.
Pac-Man.
I'll fix that later.
it. Better.
Original Pac-Man.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess of history, sure.
Pong.
Pong, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
fine.
definitely.
The Sims.
I never was a fan.
I like the
I loved
original.
playing
I like
The
the
Sims.
Wait,
original
sorry, The Sims
City.
was that was 2016. Sorry. God.
You just are
So I have
not
a
prepared for
tangent.
this at all.
They mixed up
Quick
their list.
tangent
Anyway.
with
Professionalism.
No, I've got them all. So my pick, honestly, yeah, whatever. Shut up. So my pick going in, honestly, I really want. Who played Metal Gear Solid? Come on.
Me, obviously.
Who spent hours on that game? You're too young. Shut up. Also, David Hyder doing the voice of Snake.
Yeah, it's classic.
I'm glad I was able to bring up David Hyder twice.
I pretty much played all of them. Pretty much.
I'm pretty sure
I didn't play
played
like the
the first
offshoot.
Oh, and the last
Raiden one, but
the
that
last
was it.
choice was Ultima.
I never played Ultimate.
Nobody played Ultima.
I did.
Never
I
played
loved Ultima.
Never played.
I honestly think it's a property that probably deserves to have some type of revival. You know, if anybody's listening out there, except Konami, just Konami, you didn't hear me.
Right now.
You didn't hear me, Konami. So what are y'all's picks? Honestly, pick one from the list. Which one?
Grand Theft Auto 3. Just that game. If you talk about like changing things, like that game changed a lot of like perception, and it sparked Congress debates and stuff like that. Like if kids are influenced by violent video games, like it just did a lot.
And who
like
can forget-
outside of the video game realm.
And who can forget that famous quote from the main character?
That was a good quote. If I was gonna pick one, it
Open
would
world
have
is
to
what I was
be.
going with. Like as far as
Yeah.
open world traversing and being able to run up to the environments and interact with them as openly as Grand Theft Auto 3 did, and have a storyline that was like
and
fluid
what it
throughout.
has led to now.
Oh
Like
yeah,
Grand Theft Auto 5, man. Good lord.
I know.
I think some of these actually speak to a legacy, but some of them are just like they're good games at the time, and some of them probably don't need to be touched again. Like Metal Gear Solid, stay the fuck away from it, Konami. I was able to slam Konami twice in this show.
Good
That's
job.
a victory for me.
See, like the one you're thinking of, the legacy of the game, Donkey Kong and Jumpman. I cannot tell you how many hours I spent playing that as a kid, and I didn't even have it. I had to go to a buddy's house, and I would just sit on his Nintendo playing that.
I remember mine was at the laundromat, so that's where I had to play.
Oh.
What about you, Cora? Which one would you slide in for there?
It's a hard pick between Pokemon and Final Fantasy VII because I spent so much time playing both of those. If we're going with legacy, though, I think Pokemon has a better legacy. Because while Final Fantasy VII was decent, I feel like the story got itself way too complicated, and I did not.
It was complicated way before 7.
I did not enjoy the game playing it in high school because I did not understand what the ever-loving fuck was going on. And that's probably because I couldn't get past part of it.
Right.
Like, I legitimately could not get past part of it because it did not give me any direction. So, I didn't enjoy it.
That was when you had game guides. This thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was for people that had money.
You could
just go to EB Games and sit there for an hour and read it.
Oh, Final,
and then go home with that retained knowledge.
Because they would sometimes have them sitting on the side.
Yeah.
For me, it was like that was my first year in the Navy, and I was broke all the time. So I went and got a PlayStation and Final Fantasy VII, and I honestly had people would sit around and watch me play it just because I did think the story was that good, even though. Looking back on it, does it hold up as much? Like, would I play through Final Fantasy VII again? Probably.
Although, if the new one with the graphics and everything come out,
If that actually ever comes out.
I'll give it a try. Sure, why not?
If it actually ever comes out.
I would be willing to play the game again as an adult and see if I can actually understand what's going on. But at the time, I was barely in high school, in middle school. I didn't understand it.
I think that was one of the few games where characters overmatched the story. Like, the characters were just so damn... Like, Cloud is a cool freaking character. Let's be honest. He's one of the coolest, game characters of all time. And that was just the cool part, just playing as Cloud. Like, as soon as you get a chance to be Cloud in your turn-based system, it was awesome.
What about... Go ahead.
Now, okay, you said Legends of Zelda going in.
No. Legends of Zelda. They're already in.
Okay, all right.
I think... Why does Street Fighter deserve a spot on that list, honestly?
I mean, it's one of the OG, two-player fighting games.
You have people gathering around to watch those battles. And
Yeah.
putting a quarter up on the glass, I got next.
Exactly. I don't think there's ever been anything quite like that before it was made, right?
Not a fighting game.
That's what I'm saying. Before it was actually...
What came first, Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat?
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter?
Yes.
Street Fighter, definitely.
Yeah, but wouldn't Street Fighter make it in before Street Fighter 2?
Not necessarily, because Street Fighter wasn't...
Because nobody really... I mean, I knew of Street Fighter, but honestly was not as interested.
Street Fighter 2 is the thing that popped.
It had more characters,
Yeah.
more different moves. Everybody was able to also pick their favorite. Like, I was Guile.
I was a Ryu guy from the start.
Yeah.
Cammy or Blanca?
And then the horrible movie that got made.
What were you going to say?
I will not lie to you. I have it. I watch it on a regular basis. I love that movie.
You're a terrible person.
Colonel Giles. The
Addams Family.
Speech. Colonel Giles' speech.
Oh, God.
I'm going to go down river and I'm going to kick that son of a bitch bison's ass so hard that the next bison wannabe's going to feel it.
It's like they've never made a good... the only good Street Fighter movie was that fan one. Well, not that low budget one they made, the Assassin's Fist.
Well, all the animated Street Fighter movies are awesome. Whoa,
That
chill.
That Legend of Chun-Li was so bad.
I'm not talking about the animated movie.
Live action
Yeah.
Legend of
Anyway.
Chun-Li.
So that's the video game finals. You can go and vote on those right now if you head over to the Video Game Hall of Fame. I'm honestly pulling for Metal Gear Solid.
I would not be upset about that.
Yeah, you're one pick. You're one pick. Who do you want?
I still want Grand Theft Auto to get in.
You
Grand Theft
want-
Auto 3.
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Yep, I just because of the legacy it's created, I think Pokemon.
What was out of all these? Like I said, they do have a legacy. What's the high point for you guys on this one? Like Metal Gear Solid. What was that? What's the high point of Metal Gear for you? LA.
From Metal Gear, I don't know.
Like out of everything that's come down.
I think that was one of the few games, or one of the first games I played where I tried to actively not get caught. 'Cause, that was one of the few games, because every other game I would go in and I was a big action game kid. So that was one of the few games where I was like, oh, maybe I should just stay crawled. Maybe I should just stay down in this little alley. But that was one of the fewer games that made me actually think about my movements and actions before I actually made them.
Yeah, because you can't just kill everybody.
You can't. You really can't. You die.
What's the high point of the Pokemon series? Which one actually you think revolutionized the series?
Yellow. Because you could play the anime, which was awesome.
I would actually have to say, oh God, that's so hard to do. Because with each new game, there's always something new that they bring to it.
The bicycle, which was phenomenal.
Silver and gold.
Silver and gold was great.
See, I didn't get to play Silver and Gold.
That's a terrible,
I could
terrible
not
miss.
find it. I was also very poor.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't get to play a lot of games. Half the reason I had a lot of consoles is because my sister's ex gave us his consoles.
That was nice of him.
Well, they were dating at the time.
Oh, thank you.
That would
I
keep me
guess, if you're
occupied while they did shit, and I didn't care.
Which one's the high point for you out of the whole series?
Of what?
Out of all the inductees going in?
Donkey Kong? It's obviously Donkey Kong 64. I loved that game.
Oh
I
my
played
God,
that
yes.
non-stop. And I mean, I love the ones on this Super Nintendo too. But
'Cause honestly,
Donkey
like,
Kong 64 was dope.
I think the displays in like the Hall of Fame are like they have little bits from each thing that they've contributed to. Mine's definitely going to be Final Fantasy VII out of the whole list because
Really?
that was my game because I was broke, I didn't have any money, and I was on a base in the middle of nowhere. But damn it, I got a PlayStation. There's a big screen TV down in the common area, which I would take over.
Actually, you know what? I do have a Pokemon game that I think revolutionized stuff, and they really haven't touched much on it after. Pokemon Stadium.
Oh man.
Because
Bruh.
you could connect
Bruh.
because you could connect your Game Boy Color
Yep.
to the game, use your Pokemon
Yes.
in battle, or you could play Pokemon Blue, Red, or Yellow on your TV from your game.
Yes.
So it's pretty much where they were.
That was
It became
great.
more interactive with like if you had the card game, which is basically like electronic cards. You know?
That was
Exactly.
great. That was awesome. Pokemon Stadium is a legend.
Well,
Yes. And
Jay, before we start closing this up, we got a little bit of some breaking news.
What was that?
It's not official yet, but we know that Disney's Lion King is coming. The remake is coming out with Jon Favreau.
Yes.
And sources are telling Variety that Beyonce is director Jon Favreau's top choice to voice Nala in the upcoming remake.
Hey, this is looking like an all-black cast, and I'm loving it.
Insiders are stressing that the Grammy winner has not made a decision regarding the film yet.
Just tell Jay-Z
as
to tell
she
you,
is
yeah.
still pregnant with twins. But since it is
more.
a voice acting role, sources say that the studio and director will do whatever it takes to accommodate her schedule.
They'll be in the hospital with her as she's giving birth to twins.
Yeah, she can do VO from anywhere. They'll bring everything to
Yeah.
her.
So I you know what? I like it. I think it's good. She could sing, so it adds
I
talent to
just
the-
can't wait.
right? Like I
Can't wait.
You want to see a Childish Gambino and Beyonce rendition of Just Can't Wait to Be King or Can You Feel the Love Tonight? So bruh.
So how long,
homie.
gonna be
how long
good.
is it
It's
going
gonna
to
be
take
good.
Jason to cut footage of a CGI Nala singing shit off the Lemonade album?
I'm for it. I'm all for it. Oh, real quick, while we're on the topic of video games, Nintendo, stop making consoles. I said it.
Hey,
I said it. I said it. Or if you're gonna make them better. Stop desyncing controllers and not having save games off of consoles. And
that's interesting. Do you own a Switch?
no, because I don't want any of those problems.
Oh, you don't
Want
own
no
a
problems.
Switch. Oh.
No, I
Yet
don't.
you're just gonna
I'm bashing it. That's right. I said
just
it.
bashing something that you don't
That's right.
even have.
I'm gonna keep on this crusade
That's like
until I can
making
play
a-
Zelda on PlayStation 4.
So we're never gonna see LA ever again here.
That's like me, you know, boy, that Ferrari is shit.
In all aspects,
fuck
a
that
lot of them,
Ferrari.
a lot of them are.
That's the hater university over here. Anyway, that is our
I love
show,
you, Nintendo.
guys. We will be back next week. Yes,
He finally couldn't do it anymore.
Yes, we'll be watching WrestleMania this week. BC
I will be at WrestleMania,
Yes,
baby.
yes, he will.
y'all have fun with that.
Yeah,
I'm leaving bright and early at 7 o'clock in the morning for Orlando.
yeah, but it doesn't happen until Sunday. So
I got, let's see here, going out with Palmer and Dalton and some people Friday night. I'm not going to the Hall of Fame because I'm not sitting in there for those speeches anymore. I'm done with that. Saturday, NXT TakeOver Orlando. Sunday, WrestleMania. Monday Night Raw. Boom!
I
3
expect you
nights
to
of
post some
wrestling.
pictures.
I will have a lot of pictures on the SCNS Instagram, which
There
you
you
can
go.
find on @SCNS Live on
There
Instagram,
you
as
go.
well as my own Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, which you can find @RealJackassBC. That's RealJackassBC.
Thank you. So I guess, Cora, where can they find you? You know, because you have like class and you wait to be introduced on this shit.
You can find me on Twitter @HawksPerch, or you can find me on Instagram @Korodono, KORODONO.
LA, where can they get you at?
You can find me on Instagram at LA_IZ_GFC, or you can check me out on some of our older videos at DweeFactory, YouTube.com.
And you can find me Instagram, Twitter @JasonTheX, and check out some of the stuff that I write on cinelinks.com. Hopefully I get back to writing them because I had a hell of a week at work. There was stuff I just wanted to see, I wanted to write and couldn't get to it this week. So yeah, that's it for the show.
Speaking of, don't forget to follow Cinelinks on Twitter @Cinelinks.
They just passed 6,000 followers.
Damn
Hey,
straight, big
congratulations.
move, as well as Matt, that guy who's never on the show anymore, @Move the Joystick.
But Matt will be back next week.
Sure,
Good to
be back
Maybe.
next week.
Leave the show. I can go back to be the drunken idiot in the corner. Anyway, guys, that's it for us. Make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram @JasonTheX. Like this video, subscribe,
At
share.
SCNS Live?
At SCNS Live. Did I say Jason?
Yes, you said Jason the
Yeah. At
Words,
SCNS Live.
we know him.
Like this video, subscribe, comment below. But we'll see you next week. So as always, guys, keep on nerding.
Suicide Squad is an Academy Award-winning film. Hey guys, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up to date on all of our content on SCNS.